Hi there. I am still figuring out this whole YouTube thing. And I'm realizing that this is not the best way to do what I'm trying to do, essentially. However, I am left with no other choice because my estranged husband has taken custody of my children, and he's upset with me, rightfully so, um, because we had a very tumultuous separation. And now that it's been over a year, neither one of us has filed for divorce. And I'm not really sure why, other than for financial reasons. But a little bird told me that I was a monster on Christmas Day last year. And it hurt. And I remember hearing those words come out of his sweet little mouth. And screaming in pain. And I screamed so loud that an individual who was babysitting me, which is part of this very long saga, he ran upstairs and said, What's wrong? Who's dying?" And I said, what had happened? And he looked at me and goes, "Is that all? You stupid bitch, get over it." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, I shouldn't have called you a bitch. And I was like, "Yeah." That was like the worst thing you could have said to me, but I laughed. And he said, "Look, Robin, I don't know you very well. I haven't known you very long. But I've seen you with those kids, okay? And if you think that that boy thinks anything but the world of his mommy, you are stupid, and you are a stupid bitch. And hell, I'll leave and go home, and I'll stop watching your stupid ass and let you kill yourself." I don't even know what accent I was doing just then, Frisco. I don't even know what accent you have, to be honest with you. But I know that today I'm playing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And I gotta figure out which one you are. You are probably, I can't even say these words on YouTube because this one I don't want my kids to see. You know what I used to call you. I knew exactly what to say to get you pissed off at me and to try to get you to leave. And it worked a couple times. And, by the way, Kim, if you ever watch this, I want you to know, first of all, I did not look like this when anyone came to stay with me. I was not well. There were a few times that Frisco found me in the kitchen just standing at the stove saying, "I forgot what humans eat for breakfast." And what hurts me, and this is why I'm telling it as a fairy tale, is that so many people, oh, hey, Clo World. Oh, yeah, I'm explaining it now. Basically, I'm telling the last year of my life, year and a half, essentially, of my life as a fairy tale, so that maybe magically somehow Landon will find it when he's scrolling through YouTube watching women open stupid Easter eggs with little presents. And maybe he'll see me and say, "That's my mommy." It's worth a shot, right? So I gotta start keeping it PG-13 for a little bit. And actually, I have other channels where I am a little bit more adult. God, see them double entendres, Clo World, I swear. Where I'm a little bit more of myself. No, not that. Oh God. Anyway, I'm more the way that I put it is I wear many hats. I always have. I'm a chameleon. I'm very good at reading a room and fitting in just perfectly. Not too much, not too, I'm Goldilocks and her, Goldern sense of perfection. But anyway, I'll speak to you, Clo World. I've been up all night, unable to sleep because of a few different things. And I laid down for a few minutes and I couldn't have been asleep long. But when I woke up, I suddenly felt like all of the stars were aligned. And suddenly I knew exactly why I've been compelled to record things on YouTube. And to be honest with you, I hate doing this. I sit here this whole time and I'm like, God, Robin, it's the lip. The lip tie really bothers me, especially since I'm a lactation consultant and I told the ENT that they needed to clip my daughters, and she was like, it's like a vanity thing. And I was like, no, I'm sure it'll cause a lisp, which I don't have, but now I'm just trying to pretend like I have one. I do stutter sometimes. And it bothers me now that I'm aware of it. Sorry. Essentially, well, first of all, I'm doing this today right freaking now because the snow, for whatever reason, is just airbrushing the crap out of this mug. And so I didn't put a lick of makeup on. I have some eyeliner on, obviously, that I put on last night before I filmed some of the stuff that you watched then. Just don't start stalking me, please. I appreciate it. I'm aware. You have what to? You and your cryptic. Hold on. I don't remember what I said. Anyway, let's just throw this out there. The next series of videos that I do are going to be for my children. And I'm not going to be able... Oh, the frenulum! Oh, yeah! Oh, God, it's so annoying, isn't it? And I keep stretching it out because that's what we tell the moms to do with their babies. And now, I even remember, I was like, God, I'm like torturing my fucking child. Excuse me. I'm torturing my kid, doing this shit. And, just whatever. I'm going to have to, there's no rating system on YouTube. Anyway, Landon knows that sometimes mommy drops some bombs and some shits and some, we all giggle. Huh? Get it? But he looks at me because he knows that I know that he knows, because I said, because that was his first word, of course, because it's the easiest word to say was shit. And I remember I looked at him and I was like, oh no, I gotta stop cursing, like now. And I remember when my estranged husband, while I was pregnant, was like, you want to cut back on that now, when the baby's not here, so that you have a chance to not destroy our child's mouth. And I was like, I'll be fine. As soon as I see the baby, I'll be like, can't say a curse word around a baby. And then I was like, fuck, shit, damn it, man. I am a mommy monster, just like every mommy monster. But I got that in check. Actually, I was able to give up my worst habits for them. I remember every one of them that I gave up, and the moment that took my breath away and made me pause and made me realize how blessed I was to be given a chance that I was told I'd never have. So my sister, unfortunately, used a request that I put on Facebook, asking for memories of me that I could compile in a bitch, by the way. Oh, damn it. It was right here. What? Yeah, didn't even need to move. Oh, oops. And I don't want to show you all my family members, so this is me and my sister-in-law. Yeah, she looks delightful right now, and I look, delightful right then, in all the, because my brother had just died. And I wanted to compile something, because when my estranged husband made it clear that the memory of mommy was no more, and that the new memories of mommy were atrocious, that I would be left with no choice, since, thank you, I appreciate that. That is the appropriate way to respond when you find out that someone's loved one is no longer living. It is my condolences. The people who said I'm sorry, unfortunately, especially to a 19-year-old snarky, sarcastic asshole, just like her brother, you get, why'd you kill him? Did you? Well, then why are you sorry? Yeah? Got anything else smart to say, asshole? Yeah, because my brother just died and I'm grieving, so fuck off. And I remember those words coming out of my mouth. And how unfortunate it was every time. I know, right? I'm talking to this person who's commenting right now, in case someone's watching this after the fact and like, Robin's done lost it. Clo World, the best thing you could ever possibly do is go in and delete every single comment, so I literally look like I'm talking to myself. I don't know why that's so funny right now, other than that I'm a little slap happy because I've been up all night. Anyway, so, there are subliminal messages hidden throughout the room, in case you were wondering. That right there is, reminding Landon and Olivia that I was a booby doctor. By the way, I'm saying all this as if, like, I'm dying. I'm not planning on committing suicide. I am not, no. What I'm telling you is that there's a Bible story I grew up being told I love how I start glowing when I'm talking about God and stuff. It's just incredible. And I wasn't even freaking with the curtains right then. Now I'm freaking with them because I'm like, oh gosh, this is making me look weird. Growing up, my parents told of the story of King Solomon in the Bible. And when I finish this, I'm wrapping it up, I promise. And essentially it was that two women had a baby each. One was stillbirth, one was live. And the mother of the stillbirth had somehow basically gotten everybody so confused as to whose baby that was, that the husbands, midwives, anyone else present, they all had to go, which, I mean, babies are just little blobs when they're first born, I mean, realistically. And if this was in Egypt, Mesopotamia, somewhere around there, I mean, they're all, I mean, just like how, every baby born in a certain region just kind of looks like that region baby. So unless you've got some Mongolian spots or gender identification or any other way to tell the difference, they all just look like little cute little boy or girl blobs for the first couple months. And I love it. I loved hearing the grandmas just talk about it. Was always the paternal grandmother was just talking about how much that baby looked like her daddy. And I was always like, Lord Jesus, they talk about it all the time, just praying that it's true. Sorry. I'm still kind of Southern Baptist at heart. I can't help it. My parents tried, but it's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. So, but really they all look like the same little blobs, and I'm pretty sure that if I played infant mix and match in the nursery, chaos would ensue. That's not funny, except it is if you're a freaking nurse. Because we all joke about stupid shit like that in the back when we're eating lunch. Actually, I don't know, because I never ate with the mother baby nurses because they were all so cool, and they were like, yeah, we're eating in the atrium or whatever the friggin' beautiful room was. And I was always like, I realized I got my lab coat, but I feel like I'm not cool enough to go eat lunch with the cool girls, because I did not get here because I knew somebody. I got here because I'm a dork, and because I was like, I'm going to become a lactation consultant even if it's not a job. And then I'm going to do it even if it doesn't make any money. And then I'm going to do it even more even if they don't have a job open and I have to do it for free. Oh, the story of my life. My poor estranged husband. Yes, by the way, Keith, if you ever watch this, I'm not directing this to you, so this is not a breach of a no contact order because I'm not contacting you. I know you're afraid of me. Trust me. I remember how you said it in court and then sent me to jail for saying I love you when I thought I was dying. All that's true, by the way. But we're going to tell it in fairy tale form for the kids, just to shake things up a little bit. But I did lose a lot of hours of family time with you when I would stay up late at night responding to emails and messages on Facebook from women who were frantic. And yes, there were 1 or 2 times where I almost left the house at 2 a.m. Despite the fact that it was 2 a.m. and despite the fact that I was not going to be paid, I was not going to be given anything but the peaceful night's sleep in knowing that if and when I was there, if someone had done that for me, what a huge impact it would have made on my life. And that's actually a great place to stop there, because I think that story, Even the heater, I'd agreed. I love that heater. It's like my little sidekick. I pretend it's Wally back there because I don't live with anybody, and I have scary friends that I had to kick out the other day by slapping the scariest one in the face just to prove a point. Brendan, I love you. Please come back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I had to slap you in the face. I'll never forget your face. You're like, oh, hold on. You're like, oh, I can't even do it. My face is too retarded. Your face was so cute. You laughed and looked confused and then had the aha moment all within like a split second of like, I don't know that this did anything, Robin, other than confuse the fuck out of every individual in this room. And actually, he didn't even think that because there was no time. There were too many individuals arguing. And I was just trying to get him to go to the garage to argue. Because, guys, I know we all gotta, do a pissing contest when there's women involved, but damn it, I wasn't even the woman involved in this one, and I just don't got time for that shit. All right. I'm looking around because I'm hungry and I need a snack. So in order to best tell the next leg of the fairy tale, I'm going to go get me something to munch on because I don't know why, but I outrageously love the fact that Brad Pitt eats in every single scene in Ocean's 11 and 12 and probably 13, but I've never seen it. Or in any Ocean, anything. I don't know why they had him eat in every scene except for one. And I remember I was like, this is genius. Because it's Yannick in this just god-awful way that I love. And then it's also makes me hungry. And I'm too skinny, so I need to eat. So, Chloe World, I'm going to pretend that you are the only person in the world, at least listening. And we're going to take an intermission. I'm going to guess it's going to be about at least 3 to 5 minutes. Because I've got to heat some stuff up in the microwave. And I don't think I have ice cream. And that's like disaster status. I don't have any ice cream. Oh, I ate that whole carton in one sitting. And I thought, don't do it. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And then I was like, don't. And then I was like, I'm doing it. Sorry. I miss my kids. Every time I get back in my kid mindset, I'm like, damn it, I want to watch a Pixar movie and cuddle up on the couch and whine about shit all day. Every time they'd whine about something, I'd be like, I've got a problem with the government, guys. And then Lana would go, oh no. That poor child. He never knew. Never knew what was coming. Go eat. Need some nutrition. Yes, agreed. But also love the sunlight because you saw me messing with the lights last night. It was not great. Oh, does the background look like a sound screen? Actually, I feel like because I have this like weird, eerie, whatever, and that's all like out of focus, like it kind of makes the whole thing just seem like celestial. I'm going to go cut this golden frenulum while I'm in the kitchen, and I'm going to pretend it was an accident, and we're just going to not talk about this whole frenulum situation again, Chloe World. I tell you what, I don't know who you are, but if you could come and punch me in the face so I don't have to do it because I don't want to get in trouble for... I don't know. I always feel like I'm going to be in trouble and sent back to jail. Jail sucks, guys. Ugh, we'll talk about that in a minute. All right. So for the grown-ups, recap. This is for my kids. Don't ask for movie pictures because that's awkward for everyone. Share with my kids if you somehow manage to I'm trying to think of a word that's like publicly appropriate. If you run into Keith and the children, and you get a chance to tell Landon like covertly, you know, hey, heard your mommy's on YouTube, better check it out. You know, whatever you got to do, because you know that kid's sitting there, whatever, scrolling through the stupid. I just don't, the eggs. I guess I kind of get it, because it's kind of like hypnosis. I don't know, but the lady's like annoying as fuck to me. Just like, I'm sure that I'm annoying the fuck out of some lady who's like, why am I watching this? I'm gonna eat some more ice cream. And then she's gonna be like eating ice cream with me, like, this is actually kind of funny. In a weird way. Why is she telling her kids this stuff? And it's because there are 6 and 4, and they don't understand adult topics yet. So I'm gonna tell this to a 6 and a 4-year-old, and it's gonna be exactly like when I go back and watch. What did we watch the other day, Mom and Dad? Dang it. I don't remember. But it was one of them. It had so many innuendos. I was like, oh! And I was like, oh my word. And then I was like, that's pretty damn funny right there. And Dad's like, yeah, I was just waiting for you kids to get older so that we could, you know, go through all the list of horribly inappropriate jokes that I made. And let's begin. And I'm like, Dad, I already kept all those in the back of my mind as punishment, torture, and gall darn it, that man better stay away from me and my children if he ever gets confused, because, oh Lord, I don't want to be out in public with that. I worked in a nursing home in a memory ward, and it was, oh. Those poor daughters, every time they'd apologize to me, I'd be like, man, it's fine. That's what it is. All right, I'm really going to go get some food now. Clo World, see you in like 10. Okay? It's like casting call. Except we're just going to talk through the plot. I did like one time going to play rehearsal, and then Albert didn't show up at the dress rehearsal, and I had to do the whole freaking thing. Thanks, Albert. Thanks. And ironically enough, I even thought, since this character's name's Robin, maybe I should learn the lines and not really be so blasé about being the understudy for a very major part in a Midsummer Night's Dream, which is my favorite play, and I know most of it by heart just because I love it, but also, oh, I fucked up every line. Oh, memories.